It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're bringing you the Chicago Bulls out at United Center as they'll face off against the Indiana Pacers. We've seen some solid play from this Indiana team recently. They've won 8 of their last 10, looking really strong. They've got to be pleased. And let's talk for a moment about Derrick Rose. He's missed so much time the past several seasons with injuries. Kenny, is it too much to expect him to return to his former level, his MVP level?
Well, maybe not the MVP level, but he still can be a serviceable all-star, meaning he might not be able to dominate for 82 games, but he could do it for 40. And then he could do it for playoff time. So I do think the knee surgeries took a little toll on him, as they would any player, but I still think he has a lot left in the tank.
He might be able to get back to his MVP level, but that's going to take a full season of injury-free play to get that confidence back. Full season, Ernie, 82 games.
That does it for us. Kevin Harlan with the call, and we will see you later on.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Chicago, Illinois, home of the Bulls in a fine Eastern Conference battle at the United Center. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. And that's certainly what we have in store for us today. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. To take a look at the Pacers, they've put it all together over the course of their last 7 games. They've only had 1 loss over that span.
All of their recent games have been high-energy, high-quality efforts. I mean, they've been playing with a lot of emotion, but they've channeled it in the right way, and they're still playing with a lot of discipline as well.
Fun to watch, guys, really. Just playing hard, but also under control. So that effort and execution that you talked about, coupled with the teamwork every time they take the floor.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Hall in at point guard. Allen is out there with Hill. Then there's Ellis, and it's George in at the 3 spot.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here's Butler following the basket by Freak. Butler attacking, rebounded by Ellis. The Pacers off to a quick start here. It's a 5-point game. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Deadly from behind the 3-point line in that game, and it really gave them the ability, I felt, to stretch that defense out.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it opened things up for them in a big way. The defense was never able to string together any stops or get comfortable.
And it's the Bulls with the ball, following the score by Indiana. And Gasol gets it to go.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master.
Now Rose, following the 3-point attempt by Freak. Rose passes to McDermott. Back to Rose. Shot from the wing. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Here's Paul. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And George kicks to Paul. Ellis goes in. 5 on the clock. Again, Indiana.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds a spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Now here's Paul. following the miss by Derrick Rose. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Ellis. 8 points for Freak.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Outside Gasol. Kicks to Butler. Puts the move on. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Bulls shooting their first free throw of the night.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Paul dishes to Allen, and the shot is good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now here's Rose. 17 points for him last game against Toronto.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
Butler against Ellis. Gibson passes to Butler. Fader on the way. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Now here's Paul. Tight defense on him. Got it for his fourth field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Rose kicks to Gibson. Back to Rose. Floats one, and the shot is good. Rose has got his second bucket of the night.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pick up by Hill. To the paint. Gasol with the steal. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way. Double team on Rose. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Butler missing again.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
The shot by Paul. Nobody around. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And he gets it to go.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Okay, fans, now coming on the court are your level Wolves. Make some noise and cheer them on.
Over the last month, Kevin, let's see how Indiana stacked up. First in shooting percentage, first in free throw shooting. And they're also ranked number.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. Mirotic is checked in for Doug McDermott. Alex Felton in for Derrick Rose. Now here's Butler. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Paul with the bucket.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Felton against Lawson. And Butler, here we go. Outside, Felton. Clock at 6. Here's Portis. Goes back up. Noah's shot is off.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Paul with the ball. Butler covering. That pushes it to double digits. 14 points for Freak.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Paul with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Got that as his 7th field goal in 10 tries. He's shooting a very good 70%.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
To the middle. Here's Noah. And the layup's good off the glass. Noah's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really.
Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Big time, big time.
Incredible.
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you gave him to him.
And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened in NBA history. Pau talked about the joy of sharing the NBA stage with his brother Mark.
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture it. I'm just proud to be Mark's brother, and I'm proud of what he's become as a basketball player and as a man.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way 2 of them, sons of medical professionals.
And how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Pacers here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
They've got Noah. Felton is out there with Derrick Rose. Then there's Mirotic. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks put on a show. He had 43 points, and he tallied those points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Paul. Right around 21 points per, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So for the Bulls, Gasol comes in for Joakim Noah. And McDermott subbed in for Mirotic. Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers. And so he makes both from the line. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Inside, it's deflected. Gasol with the steal. McDermott dishes to Rose. From 15 feet away, No good. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Ellis kicks to Paul. Indiana moving the ball around. George with the ball. Gasol covering. Paul can't get that one to fall.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Good on the shot. 8 points for Rose.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And the pass to Turner. Gasol with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. Rose with the ball. Felton can't get it to go.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Paul for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. And it's now 22 points for Freak. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. Number 1, the Pacers. The Bulls in second.
I don't think we're going to see a shot clock violation in this one, fellas. I mean, both of these teams play at a breakneck pace.
The Bulls making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Hill, he's checked in for the Pacers. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Bulls trail by 15. Rose up on top. He's got 8. And it's Gasol penetrating. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Paul for 3. Paul can't get that one to fall. Bulls have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And Rose wide open. He shoots. A 3-pointer off the mark. Indiana leading by 13. Hill sets the screen for Ellis. And he lays it straight in.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And for the Bulls, they're shooting reasonably well, 45%. Rose against Paul. Rose attacking. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Paul passes to George.
Stick it to Mike.
Shot from 12. Shot is off. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, they lost the momentum, and it's a bit surprising that one got away from them because for long stretches, they were the better team.
Well, if you only looked at the stat sheet, you'd have a hard time figuring out how they lost it. I mean, it was a case of a few small...
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
in for Raymond Felton. Indiana also making some changes. Allen's checked in for Solomon Hill. C.J. Miles comes in for George. And it's Lawson in for Ellis. Pacers leading by 11. Lawson dishes to Miles. He feeds it to Paul. Shoots the three. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence. Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Free throw, good, Paul. 1:36 left in the second quarter. Noah the screen, and it's Rose penetrating. Butler, it's good. This time the assist from Rose. And that's now 9 points for Butler.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Rose up on top. Lawson defending. He's all alone. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debating there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Indiana shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
The first free throw is good. And Miles drops them both. 56 seconds left here in the second. Rose with the ball. 12 points for him. To the inside. Noah. Rebound by Mahinmi. Pacers leading by 15. Paul for 3. And that one's good. Paul's got 31.
Yet another 3 for him, Kevin. He's really been draining them here in the second.
Rose kicks to Butler. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Bulls have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Portis is checked in for Chicago. The Pacers also with a sub. Turner's checked in for Allen. And so Butler nails both of them.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
Bulls trail by 16. And here's Rose. 12 points for him. Pass to Mirotic. Here's Portis. That's a 2 from Butler. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Pacers lead by 16. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. When I'm trying to force it on offense, good things happen. And that's why I've had success here early on.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
Okay, guys, tremendous work in the first half. These fans haven't had a thing to cheer about. Let's talk about how to keep it going. Our shot selection couldn't have been better. That's the first thing I'll say. I want to see the same patience and decision-making in the second half. Our offense in the paint was a positive. Our entry passes were sharp, and you showed off some excellent post moves. Really nice footwork down there. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
Bulls trail by 16. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade All Fueled Up for the second half. And so in the game for the Pacers, Paul, he's in at point guard. Allen is out there with Paul George. Then it's Hill, and it's Ellis at the two-guard spot. Paul is doubled.
Move the ball.
Down low, here's Allen. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Chicago. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will conclude a three-game homestand.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. That's how you win games.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way.
Oh, nice double pump finish there. Strictly for the fans.
Here's Paul. He's got 31. Here's George. Tries again. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
That's his second personal foul.
The Pacers shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw dropped for Hill. The Bulls making a switch here. Felton's checked in. Both free throws good from Hill. Chicago with the ball. They trail by 14. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
Butler is screen on George. McDermott, no one around him. No good on the quick three.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Gibson the screen. Butler passes to Gasol.
That's the wall.
The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And that's now 6 points for Pau Gasol. Pacers leading by 14. Paul for three, and he gets the bucket.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Feeds to Butler. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. It's his 5th basket.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Well, the players you see on this list know a little bit about putting points on the board. They're the shooting guards averaging the most points over the last 10 games. Jimmy Butler, 4th.
And night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. I mean, if you pick one way to deal with them, they'll beat you another way.
Yeah, you don't have to take a long look at their point totals to see that this is the premier group of scorers at the premier scoring position in the NBA. Shooting guards can flat out bring it.
Hill, he's checked in for Lavoy Allen.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
The feed to Gasol.
That's the wall.
The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Hill. Down low. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Paul. Paul's got 6 assists here tonight.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Ellis on the double team. Lets it go from 14. That one off the back iron and out. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And George with the stuff.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Felton kicks to Gibson. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. The bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. 6 points for Ellis.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
And that one's good. Felton's got his first 2 points of the night.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Paul's shot is off. The Bulls have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Pass to Butler. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock.
That's the wall.
No good from Gasol.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Paul. The rebound by Gibson. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And Gasol slams it in.
Rock hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need.
Felton against Paul.
Move the ball.
Pick up by Hill.
Sticking too much.
Hill sets the screen for Paul. George. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got assist number 8 here in this one already. For Chicago, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Inside, here's Felton, and he uses the glass on the layup. Felton's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, and look at how well he let him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Paul for 3. At the line by Indiana. Bulls trail by 20. The dish to Felton. There's 25 seconds left in the third. Can't get it to go. For Indiana, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. And Paul slams it in.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
.16 seconds left in the third quarter.
Hey, Raymond, come on.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
Substitution on the court.
Get open.
11 seconds left here in the third quarter. Outside Rose. Three-pointer, Butler, and he gets it to go. Butler's got 16.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Indiana out in front, up 19. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything.
And once again, I'm yours in fractions. It takes me down, pulls me down, pulls me down.
Indiana leading by 19. Rose is the 1 with Butler is the 2. Mirotic is out there with Portis. And it's Noah in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Butler attacking, deflects the pass. Pass to Portis. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Paul with the three. No good. And it's Chicago the other way. Outside Butler. Dishes it to Rose. He kicks to Butler. There's the pass to Portis. Mirotic has a wide open look. Off target with his three.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Mahimi's shot is good.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Timeout. Start it.
Okay, fans, now coming from the court are your Rebel Bulls. Make some noise and cheer them on.
Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. Derrick Rose was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Portis. Well, the Bulls shooting straight 49% from the field. Butler with the ball. Picked up by Ellis. Mirotic's shot is off. Indiana leading by 23. Turner with the screen for George. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Chicago. Pau Gasol's checked in for Noah. Gibson comes in for Portis. And it's Doug McDermott in for Mirotic.
Doug McDermott.
Paul outside. Outside, George for the three. Rebounded by McDermott. McDermott's got his third rebound tonight. Outside Rose. With the floater, he takes it up and lays it in. Rose has got 20.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Kicks it to George. Turner with a screen on Butler. Off the screen, and that one's good, George.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Hill, he's checked in for Turner.
Jordan Hill.
Paul with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Hill leading the charge. The floater, and there's the nice layup by Ellis.
Assist from.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Up the floor. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And that's now 10 points for Ellis.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Now here's Butler. Wants to get it to Rose, and does. That's good.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
He dishes it to Gasol.
That's the ball. What are you
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
It's been fun to watch Gasol in this one. He has 8 points and also 3 nice steals.
Pau Gasol at the line for the Bulls. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Gasol. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Mirotic is checked in for Gibson. Dunleavy comes in for Doug McDermott. Isaiah Cannon, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Felton in for Rose. And so Gasol nails them both. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Lawson against Felton.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
And Lawson with the drive to the left side wing. Here's Doyle. No good on the 3. The Bulls have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Good looking screen by Gasol. Outside Felton. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Good display of physicality by Gasol to set that shot up.
Lawson outside. Allen with the screen for Lawson. Down low. Allen passes to Doyle. Lawson kicks to Hill. Shot clock at 5. Allen. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Chicago, Lavoy Allen. 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. Portis, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. Good on the second free throw. Here's Cannon.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Indiana.
But, Steve, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And really, they finally got something good to happen against this team. The last 2 games they faced them weren't nearly as productive.
That's right. I mean, they'll now be 1-2 against them this season. They'll face them once more, so they could end up with a split in those 4 games.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Paul. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Here's Lawson. Allen dishes to Miles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lawson. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11, and the stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.